Hello, everyone. Hi, welcome to this fine Saturday afternoon. I am Simon at Wandering DM, and today I am a player instead of a GM for our Saturday episode of Black Flag, our Rapscallion campaign, in which I play Nathaniel Ashworth, the swashbuckler and high-end escort aboard the ship, and probably soon to discover he has daddy issues. Um, in the sense that my dad might be uh, brought back to life, or I don't know, animated. Dark magic is about to happen. But that said, before we introduce the rest of our cast, I would just like to thank our sponsors. We'll begin with Mage and Press, makers of 5th edition D&D supplements. Check them out at store.mageandpress.com. Check out the adventure Conspiracy in the Star that's currently on Kickstarter. If you want to get into sci-fi, fantasy, D&D, you will not be disappointed. The Kickstarter also comes with special dice, monster cards, and additional adventures like a mecha campaign, as well as a wormwood dice vault and level up dice set. It's incredible. Our other sponsor is Found Familiar, the great coffee company. Check them out at foundfamiliar.com or use the panels down below. You can even use code WanderingDM on their website for 10% off your purchases. I just bit my tongue and it stings. Our other sponsor is Roll20, the virtual tabletop that we use here on all of our shows. Check them out at roll20.net. And of course, check out our partners through the Diceomancy program. Level Up Dice. We have received this week the first of our giveaways. This little set of metal Level Up branded dice. They come in a nice little puck here to seal them in. We will be giving a set away next week, so stay tuned. That said, let's go around the table, introduce our cast for the afternoon. We'll begin with a returning member, now with a brand new green screen, Quentin. Hi, how are you?
Oh man, I'm glad to be back on the high seas. So Thragon in chat today. I'm Isaac Brown. He drunk navigator person does things sometimes. And I'm super excited to be here, super excited to be back, and thank you everybody for watching.
Up next is our captain, Alyssa.
Ahoy! Yes, it is I, Alyssa, or Xander Slimelton, or today, special only, as in every Saturday, Captain Renata de Rochefort, the what if Captain Mel had every insecurity ever character of this party.
And up next is Lindy.
It's me. I'm Lindy, and I will be playing Josephine, aka Josie to her friends. She's a real girl now and has experienced some cool things. She found everything with the letter A, and gets a burning sensation on the back of her neck when she touches certain things now, so that's new. Maybe she should consult a doctor. I don't know. She doesn't know. She's never been a real girl before.
Next is Shauna.
Hey, I'm Shauna. I'm playing Corinne Haley, the ship's witch, and who has helped out the crew because she wants to free her demon lover, and who knows, she might have to do some evil things to free her love. We'll see.
And to tell the story of our rambunctious gang of buccaneers, we have the Fates, Deirdre.
Oh, hey y'all. Welcome back. It's Saturday. It's fun times. It's time for us all to see what happens when there are consequences, when people make choices. Let's see. Josie's a real girl. And there might be a small figure in a bottle that Nathaniel was discussing releasing on the beachhead of this island. Isaac is currently tied up at the moment, literally in his bunk. And his captain was even so angry that she ensured that there would not be any rum with the tied up Isaac. Yes, the rum is gone. For Isaac, the rum is all gone. Corinne has some plans of her own to formulate and deal with. And Nathaniel also has to deal with the mummified remains of his dearly departed father. But it has been a day of your crew loading everything from that cave that they could carry, and then going back for more onto your ship. She is currently sitting a little bit lower in the water by about 5 or 7 feet. But the Swallow sails and is comfortable. There is a rumble of thunder that we heard at the end of last session out to the west. And reminder for everyone playing along at home who wish to participate and help us do all the wonderful fun things, there are panels down below about fun things you can give the players and fun things you can give me, the GM. Because you're wonderful and we all love you and appreciate you. But it has been a day. You have loaded your ship with as much as it can carry, and then a little bit more. You wanted to delay until after you did some small things on this island. What would you like to do?
I would like to release a gin from a bottle.
I would also like to release a gin from a bottle. Oh, you mean a genie, not okay.
I see what you did there.
I mean,
You can see nothing. You are tied up, my good friend.
You're in timeout. You don't get any.
Rub me hard enough and I'll grant you wishes.
It's true.
Oh, Cat did not like that. I just got that that's there.
I guess eventually I would like to resolve my tied up. I don't remember exactly where Isaac falls in the ranking besides navigator on the ship, but that would be nice to resolve.
The word you're looking for, Captain, is sub. You're looking for your tied up sub.
We are starting with such a horny energy today. I need everyone to recognize the level of horny that this has already started. So yes, I guess I'd like to go get my sub.
It is a Saturday on Wandering DM.
It's not Thirsty Thursday. So
No, but I wasn't
Saturday?
very. I wasn't
No,
very
it's Salty
thirsty.
Saturdays.
Sultry Saturdays.
That's even
Oh,
better.
that
Sultry
works.
Saturdays.
Sultry Saturdays.
So why don't we start then with the interesting moment when Isaac opens his eyes and is unable to move any other portion of his body because he is swaddled and tied to his hammock.
I look around for an alcohol bottle.
There is no alcohol in sight or in smell.
Do I see anyone? Like around as a sight?
No. Well, I mean, you take a minute, you see a couple things, you're looking around, you're really focused on finding that rum.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the corner of your small room, because you actually get a room as the navigator, there's a figure seated in the dark corner, leaning brutally against the small, corner that is there.
Who's there watching me?
It's not so much watching, I guess, as guarding. I'm just there like with a knife and an apple, just cutting little slices off very slowly, kind of peeling it a little bit, taking a bite off the knife in the shadows.
How long have I been here? What was the last thing? Oh, yes. Ship, drinking, celebrating. So why am I tied up?
Oh, I think you know exactly why, Isaac. Do you want 5 seconds to think about it before I tell you?
Yes. My charm has finally wore you down, and this is your way of thanking me.
Your charm indeed. Tell me, Isaac, what would you have me do with you? I'm gonna walk out of the shadows with the knife and the apple. On one hand,
You could cut me loose.
I could. But would that not make me a soft captain for someone that has tried to start a mutiny? So on one hand, I could let you go. It would give you what you want, which is freedom. But then if I let you go, who's to say that I'm just rewarding you for your petulant behavior? But, and I'm going to take a nice long, slow slice at pause. On the other hand, if I were to throw you in the brig, maroon you on this island, flay you, flog you, anything else that I can dream up in this situation, am I not just giving you yet another reason to start a mutiny? And then to my crew, on one hand, I let you go, I'm soft, and they don't respect me, and they think they can walk all over me. But then on the other hand, they think I'm too harsh, and then they side with you, and I get yet another mutiny. So tell me, what do I do in this situation if you're going to continue to undermine your captain, Isaac?
So in me defense, right? See, I was asleep or knocked out, right? And then I wake up and there's cannons firing, all right? And then I go up and everyone's gone. And drunk Eddie is commanding the ship. Fine job to be sure. But I just had a different idea of how to handle the situation than Eddie did. Now, in my defense, I did outmaneuver one of the ships, mind you, and got it way late on the shore there. Yeah, and I followed Eddie's orders after that. But I just thought that I had a better grasp on the situation than Eddie did, and you and Nathaniel and Josie and literally everyone above me on the ladder of the list, so to speak, were gone. And Crazy Eddie was I felt he wasn't doing the opportune thing at the moment, and I wanted to prove myself as a capable member by doing something better than what he had in mind.
By causing a mutiny. Or at least putting the whisper and notion into the universe, as it were.
Not a mutiny against you, Captain. Against Eddie. I just a temporary control of the ship.
Because there's a difference when I'm in charge and if you start a mutiny and they just start with Crazy Eddie, because Crazy Eddie was technically not supposed to take charge there. I believe that technically, well, I don't know if it's worth telling you now. But I'm gonna slip a bottle of rum just from my pocket, toss the flayed up apple aside and bite the cork off and take a drink. Technically, I believe there was the possibility, if you'll recall, I sort of panic wrote some letters, and in those letters, the ship should have gone to you if, Steve's a little young at this point. My confidence in him is shaking a little bit these days. No, it's in small part due to actions he's been taking lately, and the occult is certainly a draw. But tell me why I shouldn't leave you on this island to rot your stinking, weaseling, land-loving guts out here.
Well, I don't really love the land so much as the things on it. But anyway, by all rights, Captain, you most definitely
I'm just going to pour a bottle of rum on the floor. Just dumping rum on the ground.
No, Captain, just hear me out.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I guess that was your drink.
All right. So prior to this moment, have I not followed your orders faithfully? Mostly without question.
Oh, we're qualifying mostly without question. I would say 6 out of 10 times you follow. But 1 out of every 10 you do it without question. So yet again, you've tried to start a mutiny, you've tried to upset the order, you've got Crazy Eddie all in a tizzy. Give me a real reason I shouldn't leave you behind.
I still feel that I'm a valuable member of the crew. And I had one lapse in judgment while I was in a daze. I barely remember that.
I'm gonna get real close to Isaac. Just kind of hold the knife like, do I cut him? Do I cut him open? Do I cut him? Do I cut him open? Tell me, do you feel lucky?
Luck has basically gotten me through my entire life. I wouldn't say this is the first time I've been in this situation.
No, I'm sure it isn't. And I have a feeling it won't be the last. But since I can't really expect the crew to respect me without punishing you in some way, I have to do something. And if I throw you in the brig, you do have enough friends? What's the F word that people use when people like each other? Followers?
Friends? Wait, I have followers?
You have enough people sympathetic to the cause of unseating me from the captain and disrespecting me. So I can't totally get rid of you. I do need a navigator, although I feel like we could train Steve. He's smart. He's a good little boy. He knows how to behave, even if he talks back sometimes.
Yeah, I'd watch that one. But it wasn't against you, Captain. It was primarily Crazy Eddie. The crazy
I'm just
Eddie.
The knife is very close to his face. So you say. You say.
I don't want the swallow.
What do you want?
It's an excellent question. But basically, I want to get a lot of money and drink and whore my wheezy little guts out.
Aye, it is a good life. It is a good life. I think I'm going to leave you to think about it for a little bit.
No. Captain, you could just cut me loose if you'd wish.
Yeah.
Forget it all happened.
Yes, but I don't wish to cut you loose. See?
What if I could do something for you?
Like what? Exactly. This better be good, keep in mind.
You know what? On second thought, I didn't think that through totally. I don't have a whole lot I could offer you. So Captain, you have confided in me some, personal secrets at some point in our adventure. And I have kept those secrets, mind you, and don't plan on telling anybody those.
Oh, good. You've done your basic job as the crew snitch, as it were. Good for you. You can keep secrets.
And that's good. Like an old +1 for the Isaac category.
You know what else keeps secrets? Or who else keeps secrets, I should say?
Dead men.
Exactly.
This is a very weird side of you, Captain.
I have seen some very odd occult things today and have made some very interesting decisions, and I did risk my life to drag you away from some mermaids. So when you tried to cause a mutiny, everything I know about reality is shifting and changing all the time. We have a lot of gold on this ship.
I did try to blow up the Kraken, I think.
You did.
Is that not a plus?
It is a plus in your favor.
+1.
So it seems that you're at a -10, but you've added 2, so you're still in the negatives. Savvy? Makes sense?
Yes. It just really just got to explain. It wasn't against you.
You keep saying that.
I have no problems with you, Captain. I trust you. I just don't really trust Crazy Eddie.
Is that the argument we're going with?
It's the only one I really have. The truth.
So then tell me, Isaac, how do I know I can trust you going forward? And how do I walk away from this without it looking like I'm a weak captain?
Right, I got it. So you just pretend to beat me and I'll just shout loudly enough for the crew to hear.
What's good at pretend beating?
Well, I know you're serious about this. You have the knife and you're awfully dark right now. And I know that I am on very thin ice. So a pretend beating lets me not get beaten, but still makes it seem like you issued a punishment.
A compelling case, I suppose. And I'll start cutting him out of the swaddle. Not taking too much care to, if he gets nicked in this process.
I want to remain very still.
Just
remain very still, but I would Quentin, how much luck do you have? Remembering that it restarts each session at the same level as your Spitfire.
3 luck.
Roll plus luck. She only nicks you once when the boat rocks. There's some ballast shift. You have a whole lot more weight on this boat now.
Easy on the goods, Captain. It's kind of close there.
Oops. No remorse. Although
these occult things. Why are we taking those?
Well, and I'm gonna pull out the occult dagger, and I'm gonna, now that Isaac's untied, I'm just gonna be like, I believe we might be experiencing a little bit of an occult war. I think that perhaps Corinne's beloved is, I mean, he's done some good for us. Thank God for the maelstrom, but
Did Corinne happen to find an item that she really enjoys?
she found a lot of things. Probably. But there's this other being that has done something to Josie where now she breathes. Apparently that wasn't a thing before.
What?
Apparently Josie's a real girl now.
What?
I don't understand it, and
Was she not one
That-
before?
no, apparently. More importantly, though, I think maybe this is how you'll earn my trust back. Help me figure out what this other being is.
The one that turned the real Josie into a real girl Josie?
Yeah, I don't know which one of these occult beings to trust, and I have a feeling that there might be a point where we need to choose between a demon and a not demon.
I've got an idea if you're willing to listen.
Sure.
How about we trust neither of them and just get rid of both of the things?
I think we're honor bound to at least one of them.
What?
Well, Josie's a real girl now, and she's got this tattoo.
Just a random tattoo?
No, it's obviously magical of some sort. If you want a random tattoo, well, I mean, Crazy Eddie's always willing. You know how he is.
Yeah, real stable hands, that one.
I'm sure someday it will be an art movement to have such shaky, abstract-looking drawings. But for now, it is not the life for me.
So, Josie got a real girl. Is she still the same? Does she act the same?
Yeah. She seems the same.
So, so really all we know is that she got a magic tattoo.
She's got a magic tattoo, and there's a genie to release. And we're going to do it on the island.
What?
Well, yeah, I mean, we're going to leave here. We got all we got. The treasure's loaded. No thanks to you, in part.
No, I understand it looks bad. But releasing a genie doesn't sound like a good idea, does it?
Maybe a little. Maybe a lot. Not. But I don't think we can... I think at this point, it might just be wise to hold on to this, and I'll give him the occult dagger that I have. Just... You have some kind of understanding of these things. I would just consider this insurance. If you can keep an eye on this or learn more about it.
Does it come with the sheath, Deirdre, or is it just dagger?
It is a crystal dagger without a sheath.
It's pretty.
I'll grab a blanket or something and
Scraps of the swaddle.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Help me figure out just help me figure this whole occult thing out.
I will try. Everything about this sounds bad.
Yeah, it does sound bad, but something tells me if we don't stay knowledgeable about it, it will be worse. So perhaps preparing for the inevitable bad is better than nothing else.
I'll do my best, Captain.
All right.
Sorry about the mutiny against pseudo you, but not you. More towards Eddie, but I'll do better.
Good. Then if I can at least have a guarantee of your, I suppose respect is the word in this case, then that's fine. We'll move forward from here.
Captain Renata, I pledge my loyalty to you and your cause until you such release me. Fingers are not even crossed.
I think Renata's gonna take that as a good and go to walk out the door. But before she goes, she is going to turn around and just sock Isaac as hard as she can.
You know, are you going to try and dodge this one, Quentin?
Gosh,
Does Isaac try and get out of the way? It is possible.
You could duck, but should you?
yes. Yeah, I think, like, in character, like, I want it to be more of, like, a dumb luck thing. Like, I, like, stumble or something and get out of the way. Like, oh, that was close.
Okay, then I would just like you both to roll plus blood. Just to see.
Well, I now have a luck point, and I am tempted to burn it.
Remember,
Not
also,
on this
Captain,
one.
you have 2 advantages and Isaac has 1, thanks to our donations from last week. Pew, pew, pew.
That's right. But you know what? We're just gonna roll with it at this point. I didn't need to use anything, so it's fine.
Oh, you deck him full in the face. And he goes falling backwards
It'll be one
into
good
the hammock.
bruise.
Oh no,
It's
it'll be like,
evidence.
yeah. And he'll fall backwards into the hammock and ends up being spun a couple times in the hammock and then falling out of it. Right next to the rum bottle.
And a cord then. And I'm gonna walk out.
Always a pleasure, Captain.
Gonna leave that alone. As we pull the camera back, as the captain walks out, and we're going to go bring our camera down upon, well, Nathaniel, where are you?
I found a cat on the ship.
You did find a cat on the ship. There are plenty of them because cats belong on ships.
We're keeping it. Absolutely.
It's so soft.
You belong to the crew more than Isaac can.
I mean, I have my issues with Isaac, but
The cat will never mutiny.
And it's just
Oh,
called Better
that's true.
Isaac.
Oh.
well, better Isaac.
But yes, Nathaniel would, unless people wanted to come with him, he would row back to the island by himself.
Who is you?
He would row back to the island with his girlfriend.
Is it official yet? I mean,
Oh, it definitely is.
So the two of you are rowing back to the island just as, the last rays of sun begin to dip and the sea turns a bright purple while the westward facing sky is a riot of oranges and blues with just a small hint of rain and storm on the air.
We're gonna have to get this done quickly, Josie. I don't like the looks of these clouds.
Yes, they are very dark and fluffy.
Yes, you've never experienced rain yet.
I mean, I've experienced it, but not like this.
Yeah, I meant as you, the new you. No, that's my chocolate croissant. Rain makes you susceptible to catching a cold, which you're gonna have to be careful of now, because I figure you can get sick, and sick is not a good state of being.
Right. Is that when they get all like snotty?
Yep. And shivers and fever.
Right. I've seen this before.
You also may want to be careful about mosquitoes.
Those little bugs?
Yeah. Kill
Okay.
them on sight.
Can do.
And we'll keep rowing to the island.
It doesn't take you long, a couple minutes. It's, you're not that far out. You can pull your ship or your longboat anywhere. I mean, have the blue cross is where the Swallow is.
Oh, I figure we'll go like here.
Okay.
Like, maybe like a 5-10 minute walk into the woods. Find a place where we can, leave quickly without stumbling over roots or something. And, yeah.
The next question is, it's you, Josie, and are you I'm assuming the two of you did you bring your father's remains to bury them?
No, because Corinne wanted to do something to them first. Right?
Okay. I know that she can do something to them where she can animate and make it a zombie minion, but I didn't know if you were
I
cool
don't
with
know.
that.
She said last time that she could. So,
Some answers from him.
yeah, and
Oh, yes.
Corinne is my
Yes.
friend, and I know that she would never psychologically scar me for life. Right? So says my 2 bonds that she has over me.
I mean, people say friends don't destroy one another.
So,
Not friends.
I mean, yeah. Have they played TTRPGs? So it's the two of you, this bottle, and you're by yourselves. What would you like to do? Nice small clearing. There's, a couple palm trees.
So, I would take the bottle and hold it up and, like, swirl it. Be like, so much trouble for such a small trinket.
It really doesn't seem like that much trouble. We just rode and walked 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, I was quoting something from a book I read.
Oh. You'll have to read it to me. Maybe I could read it.
Maybe you could. Well, here goes nothing. And I'll the bottle open.
You're free!
Can you do me a small favor?
Nope.
No.
Yes, yes. Could you just roll plus blood?
Both of us are just Simon?
Just Simon.
Well,
I would like to help him. Cause we're freeing this together and I'm like cheering on the bottle. And I'd like to give him a +2 to his roll by using my heart of gold. Spend 1 bond.
here goes nothing. I had one. Statistically speaking,
Oh my god.
it's like 1 in what, 36?
Holy
Dice
shit.
gods are bad
I tried.
sometimes.
Fuck
tried.
this shit. Well, if I survive, I have an XP now. I have a level.
You do have an XP. You do have an XP.
Wow.
However, you
Fuck this
are
game.
attempting to open this bottle very dramatically, the height of this moment with this perfect quote. And you're like, I'm going to pull the. No, okay, Wire. Come on, I can do this. I can open a jar.
Wait,
no, you can't open this jar.
I rub my hands on my shirt. I try it again. It doesn't work. I like spit a little on it. I try to like twist it. It doesn't work. I put it in between my thighs, like where my knees are, to hold it.
I've gone through all of these processes.
Yeah, like all of the
open a pickle
movements,
jar.
and then at the end, in the end, I'll just sigh, bow my head down, and just hold it up to Josie and be like, "Can you open the thing for me?"
I'll give it a go.
I loosened it.
Yeah, I need you to roll plus blood.
2d6. I know what system we're playing.
Are my pathetic attempts to open it, does that count as helping?
I can say you can have a +1.
Sure. All right.
Yeah, I loosened it.
You loosened it. You loosened it a lot. That's why you bang it on the ground and then flip it upside down.
Step back at the bottom.
Exactly, and knock it on the ground. Then you pull it off, and Josie, as you open it, it pulls the stopper out, and there's this light smoke, like just off the side of a candle, that comes out.
Ooh, you're
slowly
free.
and around you, and then kind of goes and drifts slightly, almost naturally with the wind, around Nathaniel, and nothing seems to happen.
You were nice. I hope we chat again.
Wait, is that it?
There's nothing else in this crystalline bottle.
It's empty. You did a very good job loosening it. I'll hand him the empty bottle.
Just thought it would do something.
It is free. Like me.
I'll scream inside the bottle. Hey! You in there?
Roll me size up.
What's size up is vinegar. That's another XP.
The
I'm
math,
intrigued. I'm intrigued
math.
by this extremes on your rolls, however.
the
Look,
math click-clacks are against us.
you
There's a
either
rebellion.
Nathaniel.
you either go full on or you don't. It's one or the other.
All or nothing.
Yeah.
There is, you look inside, you shout inside. There's a little bit of an echo when it hits, your voice hits the crystalline walls of this bottle. It bounces back to you. There's nothing there. But then there's an arm around the back of your shoulder, and you know that somebody's like leaning over you, kind of looking at what you're looking at, kind of thing.
All right.
What's so interesting about a bottle?
That a voice?
Yep. Out loud, in public. You can hear it. So can Josie. Josie can also see this individual.
Well, it's a very pretty bottle.
Do I see the individual?
Yes. Yes, you do.
Oh.
What does said individual look like?
I think we're about to see.
You are about to see, and it is coming right about here. We go. They are tall, dark hair, long, kind of pulled back, darker skin, more olive tones, not black African like Kunari.
Yeah. Kunani.
Oh, Kunani.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Kunari is something different.
Yes. He has long black hair. It's kind of pulled back. And very similar styling to yours, but a little bit more of a full beard. He's about your height, Nathaniel. Tall, muscular. Josephine, if you were kind of to put them next to each other, you'd probably say that they're, Nathaniel might be just a hint taller, but not by much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm taller?
And barely.
Okay,
but
I
that's the
feel
question of,
less
like-
attacked. Continue.
You feel less attacked. That's okay. I have it right here. I had the picture and it was all set and it was ready, but it didn't pop where I wanted it. Oh, I know where it went. Okay. He looks younger than you. But somehow also older in your eyes. In the eyes, I should say.
Mm. Josie, get behind me. This is a mysterious brooding stranger.
He's behind you.
Oh, shit. Ah! I want to see. Where is the picture?
We're all like,
It didn't
"Show
load,
us
okay?
The NPC.
Gauge the hotness of this individual.
I know. I love it. Shauna and I are on the same page. Like, show me the hot person.
Josie's in a very committed relationship, but I want to
Yeah.
see.
You're in a very committed relationship, but you want to see.
We all got
I need
out.
the god. Here we go. There we go. Found it finally. It's not like it totally deleted everything and pissed me off,
Of course not. Why would it do that?
because that's a thing that it does.
Oh,
Where?
okay.
Where is face? Oh,
Ooh.
oh, there he...
You know I'm technically supposed to be team occult bad, but team occult would let that possess me, yeah.
Longer dark hair, very like I said, darker skin. If you were perhaps to say, well, Josie might recognize him as someone who looks like they're slightly North African, would probably the way you would think, particularly after spending years in Spain and traveling around to Monaco and things.
Like
In
Egyptian.
Gibraltar. I mean, it's possible.
I throw Josie on the ground, turn around in a flourish, look at him and go, "Hi, stranger." No, I would actually turn around though when Josie tells me that he's behind me and draw my rapier.
Oh, that seems a little rude at the moment. Just
He likes to
put
whip it out.
there. But isn't that something that you're not supposed to do in public? I have been away for a while, but that does seem like a little bit rude to do something like that in public.
You're also some mysterious hot guy who appeared out of nowhere on this island. We know for a fact that this place is deserted.
Is the voice the same as the voice that I heard when I was like we know him. He's
I
free
mean-
from the bottle.
Yes, I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. It was quite... I really did appreciate you doing that.
I thought you would be taller.
Attractive.
I mean... It's not all about size. It's about what you do with it.
Yeah, no, but size also has something to do with it.
You are interesting. You and your near friend. I liked this deal. It was a good deal for me.
Can you tell us your name now that you're all personified?
That is a question.
Because I don't know what I'm supposed to call you when you're sitting right here.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I haven't been introduced to you yet.
Oh, I'm Josie,
Josie.
short for Josephine.
Short for Josephine. Well, I'm glad you have a name now. That makes things easier. You can call me... You can call me Sarok.
Sarak.
Well, Sarah,
Yes.
I am Nathaniel. Short for Josie's with me, so don't even try it.
Oh, is that monogamy thing back in humans again?
Yes and no. It's just that Josie is special to me.
Oh. So if it was a 2-for-1 deal, you'd be better with it.
2-for-1 on what?
I mean, both of you are very attractive, and I've been very locked up for a very long time.
How long?
What year is it?
16... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, you can tell him.
We can do so at the same time.
This will sound great on stream.
Yes. 1, 2, 3. 1689.
1689.
Just like... That was the worst.
And you couldn't even get the year right.
I know, I did it on purpose. I wanted to try to screw with Lindy.
I know, I was going along with it.
This is just like a bad porn intro. You can't even get the year right. You're stilted in your dialogue with this gin. Come on.
1688? 1686?
Well, the last
I was
person
born in
spoke-
1680 something.
Well, technically, I guess if you were kind of being made a real girl when you were born yesterday.
Oh, wow. That means yesterday is my birthday. I'll have to remember that.
Somebody should give you a very nice present.
Oh, I did.
But you kept
What's
your
the
end of the
package?
bargain. Oh. Was it, well, wrapped and presented nicely?
It always is.
Well, you kept your end of the bargain. I kept my end of the bargain. I think this is
Yes.
where we part ways.
Where will you go?
I'm going to go see the world a little bit, so you have some fun, relax. I hear there are taverns and bars I haven't partaken in yet, and I will...
But how will you get there? We are on an island.
And only you are limited by that. And I will also say, Mr. Nathaniel,
Yes.
be careful with what your father left you. They seem to have a mind of their own, draw their own attention.
You mean the bracers?
Or more accurately, the dagger that went into them.
Ah.
They seem to like families.
Good to know. I will try not to murder families with them. How about that?
I mean, it's what they're for. A good assassin needs a good blade, right?
But I'm not an assassin, I'm an escort. I
Oh, I've
do a
done
different
assassin
type of stabbing.
things.
Hmm?
Also serial killing.
Yeah, I think you were more of a serial killer, my dear.
But sometimes I had to be sneaky, and that feels like assassinating.
Did you get paid for it?
Oh, no. I guess that makes it not assassinating.
Yeah, that is the major distinction there.
Hmm.
But, enjoy yourselves. Have fun. And, I might stop by. We should all see if we should have fun now sometime together. And he just kind of, because he's kind of still, like, nonchalantly standing in front of Nathaniel, he will walk up and, like, put his hand on the side of Nathaniel's face and full-on kiss him in front of Josie.
Nathaniel gets weak in the knees.
My pocket brick is itching. I don't know why. It's weird.
And then he'll pull back and he said, "Now I know where to find you anytime I want." And he'll just kind of start walking out into the jungle. Well, and as just that moment of like he walks by, pushes one of the palm fronds out of the way, and then it falls back and you don't hear anything or see
See you
anything
later,
after
I
that.
guess, Sarak.
And then you would see, as Nathaniel is recovering himself from an up close and personal encounter of the third kind, the skies open up and rain starts to fall heavily.
Oh,
and
Why does getting rain wet make you get a cold, but getting ocean wet does not? Is it the salt?
I think it is.
Doesn't
I
taste
don't know
salty.
much more about my knowledge of getting wet is different.
Well, we should probably get back to the boat.
We should.
And I guess we will have to have swim lessons later, because it's
But
raining.
before we do so, I don't think you've ever been kissed in the rain.
I've never done anything in the rain, except for typical boat stuff.
And I think like with a
And murder
flourish,
stuff.
Nathaniel would take Josie's hand and like twirl her in place and then like bring her closer, like in a dance that I forget what the name of it is because I suck at dancing. I was only good at DDR. And then kiss her full on the lips. And
Josie goes
because
a little weak in the knees.
I'm not a child anymore, with tongue.
that works. And we'll pull back from this scene of Josie and Nathaniel dancing and snogging in the rain, and bring the camera pulls back up and up and up and comes down through the window of Corinne's room where she's sleeping very peacefully. And then you feel that change in pressure. You feel the wind start to rise. The storm that was promised earlier has finally broke. And you waken to a strike of lightning across the skies. You have a 1 more health, so you are at 3.
Slowly getting there.
But you are awake and aware. What would you like to do, Corinne?
To herself, she holds the ring. I need 3 of them. Soon. But do I need to sacrifice their bodies or their souls?
I would say, are you attempting to commune with your demon?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Let me check the thing. I have to check the thing. You are attempting to commune with your demon. Roll with rank with your bond with your demon.
I think right now it's at 1. And you know what? I'm going to use one of my advantages on there as well. Plus rank. So that gives you a +1, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Advantage, wasn't it like an extra die?
Yeah, the rank gives you +1,
Oh, okay. My bad.
and the advantage gives you 3d6, and you're going to keep the 2 highest.
Okay, yep, there we go. 12.
Very good. You feel a voice, a presence, a sense of calm kind of come over you, that almost as if someone's sitting next to you on the bed that you're sitting on in your cabin. And there's this, you can't see him, but you can almost feel him even more than you've ever felt before. He just, almost as if you would look over out of the corner of your eye, you'd see this tall, attractive, bluish, dark figure leaning nonchalantly across, sitting, leaning against the wall of your bunk with his legs crossed out in front of him and just like having a hand twirling in the tendrils of your hair. And, well, the souls are always better, but if you can only get bodies.
Exactly what do I need to do to fulfill?
Well, you need an innocent. You need a traitor. And you need a world weary. Sacrificed at the moon on a quiet beach. The incantations aren't hard. What comes to your mind? Remember, the words are just dressing, my dear. It's the will that's the important. It's what you desire. Now, if you choose to sacrifice their souls, it feeds me and gives me greater entry, and then I can choose one of their bodies to inhabit. If you choose to sacrifice both, well, a door is always nice. And I can be in this world physically as myself.
Very great providence. We have one of those 3 fulfilled. One, I think it's going to be harder than the others, but there are ways to get them to participate. But I need to talk to my friend first. See if we can make that easier. And she'll kind of do the spot where she thinks his face and just kind of like caress that. She wants to get close.
You kind of feel a pressure of like a hand on the back of your head sort of petting your hair. Not as if there was actually something physically there, but just that change in pressure, that it's there. And you just feel him kind of pull your head in towards like his shoulder, almost as if he's pulling you in to lean against something. And you're leaning against something you cannot see. It's just there, but ethereal, ephemeral, not concrete. And he goes, so which do you think you'll have the most trouble finding then, my dear? I wish to help you as much as I can.
With this world, the innocent is the hardest, but we have one. But she is formidable. But
Yes, and she finally has a soul, so that's a benefit.
and what way to get her to do what we want her to do than through the tether to her heart.
Well, which tether? The one who thinks he's so attractive and able to have any woman bow on their knees to him, or the tether towards that one she used to call father.
I would like to keep the latter as far away from us as humanly and inhumanly as possible. I do not want that wrath.
Yes.
But first, the former, I might have some pull. And they should be arriving soon back to the ship.
Well, then I will let you have as much fun as you dare wish. I look forward to having this moment with you in a much more physical realm.
Would be much more fun if you were actually here.
I will.
I waited
my
so
dear.
long.
Soon, my dearest. Soon.
And she'll get a little bit of a sad look in her eye as she kind of feels the presence leave. And she'll get up and just head to the deck of the ship, even though it's raining, and just wait for Nathaniel and Josie to arrive back.
So we see as camera follows Corinne to kind of standing on the prow of the ship, overlooking the figurehead over the prow, and the camera pulls back, and of course there's that artful lightning strike that's just behind Corinne to light her up as she stands staring, looking at Nathaniel and Josie, rowing Nathaniel and Josie back to the ship. We're going to pan the camera back down through the hold to Isaac.
So yeah, after I rub my face for a while, and obviously I find I have a stash of rum somewhere in this room, like somewhere there's a cabinet.
There is a stash of rum.
And I'll just take some of my secret rum and just put the cork back on and put it under a floorboard or something. I'll go and find Corinne. See what's going on with that.
Sorry, it cut out for a second there. Where are you heading?
Oh, I'm gonna go find Corinne.
Okay. As you kind of walk out, the storm has really begun. You feel the slight rock in the ship, even as she is at anchor in this port, in this bay. Oh, inlet, I should say. And you hear the crack of thunder or crack of lightning and roll of thunder. And as you kind of come up, you see Corinne standing negligent, letting herself become drenched in the rain in the storm as her hair is kind of starting to soak down and become this long curtain of black in front along her sides of her face. You see you see her standing at the prow as just this artful crack of lightning strikes behind her to lighten her up. She is currently the only person standing on the deck of the ship because everyone else was intelligent, and if they didn't have to be, because you're at anchor, you don't have to be manning the helm at all points. And after pulling all of the sail up, they're below deck, not getting wet.
Corinne, is it really safe for you to be out here? Seems very unpleasant.
Oh, Quentin, she let you out. You have all your limbs. She must have been lenient. But I don't fear the sea. I haven't felt the sea for ages.
Yes. Well, I suppose that's good. So, this is the island with the treasure that you were looking for? Right there?
She'll fix her gaze on you and get right. Yes, it was. And we found it.
Oh,
I found
very
it.
good.
I found him.
Is he with us now?
In spirit. Yes, he's always around me.
Ah, so he's still in the same place that he was.
Yes, unfortunately, there is still one more step that that I have to complete before. Join me?
Is it a difficult step?
In a certain sense, yes, it is. But for your benefit, that difficulty does not involve you.
That's amazing, but what might this entail?
We just have to pledge our souls to my beloved.
What?
It's not that much of a sacrifice.
I mean, it sounds like a big deal.
Do you think we would still be alive if my beloved had not helped? You saw what he did for us when that ship attacked, and when that second ship was consumed in that maelstrom.
Yeah, it seems like if he could do that to all those men, that he could just simply do that to us, though, if we were to make him unhappy.
If you were to pledge your fealty, your souls to him, you would be protected. You would be one of his chosen. And what happened? What happened to those ships, our enemies, would increase in power, multitudes. You could do what you want. You could sail back to England. You could be an admiral. You could be whatever you wanted, Quentin. Your heart's desire could be made manifest.
What if those Englishmen weren't our enemies and they were just following orders? I mean, technically we did do something wrong and they were just serving justice, right?
If
everybody can't be a pirate or else it wouldn't be cool.
But if they were to serve, they could join us. You've always wanted a ship, Quentin.
Yes, technically, but...
Or Isaac, sorry.
I don't know if this is the way to go about it. See, I kind of wanted to, make my own path and not... I'm not even really sure what a soul is or why I would give it away or keep it, but I do know if your beloved wants it, it has to be important. You saw what he did. Like there was like 400 men just unconscious, right?
Yes.
So
And I've pledged mine already, and I am not the worse for it. I can wander these seas without worry. I have power to do what I want.
To do what you want. Okay, what if you were to tell your beloved you want your soul back right now?
She'll smile and just... Why would I want that? I have his love, and soon we will be joined. Why would I not want that, Isaac?
Just a question. I mean, if he truly cared about you, don't you think that he, wouldn't need anything from you? Do you think that Nathaniel and Josie are taking things from each other? They seem to love each other.
What is giving your heart to someone than giving something that is valuable?
I mean, I don't think love is like a tangible thing that you can throw and...
Soul is the same. Similar realm. Not physical, but real. So is love.
So, how come... Do you think that Nathaniel and Josie exchanged souls?
Who knows what happened with Josie, maybe?
We'll get to that. I'm just... Are you sure this demon fellow is good for you? For everyone?
I escaped my family, who were going to marry me off to whoever would suit them, no matter my misgivings or any of my sister's misgivings. I was going to be sent here to waste out my life at some convent. I am free now.
Are you, though?
More so than I've been in my entire life.
Now that I can't deny. But are you truly free?
She'll get very close, like, yes, I am. I will never go back to that.
I'm not saying go back. But I'm just you serve him, yes?
Yes.
Doesn't sound like freedom. I'm not technically free. I pledged myself to the captain so she wouldn't cut off my fingers, or worse, I assume.
Soon. You've done. Skirted the line, skirted loyalty with the Navy, with the captain, which you've narrowly escaped. But, Isaac.
I've been very lucky.
Yes, you have. You've been very, very lucky. Maybe he watches over you. And maybe, when the time comes, you know where you stand. And it better be with us.
For right now, is it just you and him?
Yes.
Seems
That is enough.
Yes, but about this whole freeing him and plunging the world into darkness, doesn't that seem bad?
I will be his queen. I'll decide what is bad and what is good. And if...
What if you could be a queen in your own right, though, without him?
But...
Or we could just take all the treasure that we got and buy an island somewhere. You could be the queen of it.
I love him, Isaac, I don't know if you've had or if you've had minor infatuations, but I felt this for years. Yearned for him. He's been with me. He's protected me. And I need to make sure that he is freed by whatever kept him here.
Don't you feel like he's put away for a reason? Why he's not here?
You can have enemies, and I'm sure that Ignatius Steele didn't want any rivals. And also, that same Ignatius Steele that we stole from, that knows our names, has Josie's command, wants to kill us. Don't you think you'd want a powerful ally against that man? Just to save your life, as much as you love it. Soul or not, your soul is no good if you're rotting at the bottom of an ocean.
See, I might try like diplomacy first, using my words, or maybe doing him a favor instead of pledging my soul to somebody I don't really know, haven't seen, and just makes people
Favors
unconscious.
and pledges are the same, Isaac. One favor leads to many favors, and soon you're pledged. But we've known each other for a while, I would implore you for some silence on this.
Yes, you have my silence. I shan't speak of it to anyone.
Because if you do not, I am not like the captain. I know when you lie, and I and he are not lenient. You can ask the man that's sitting in the brig what I did to him in his mind. If you want to, go to sleep, and every time you close your eyes, you have unending nightmares. Wouldn't you rather have the freedom
You did that to
and
Roland?
riches? I give him a small taste of my displeasure.
But does the crime match the punishment? Seems a little harsh, don't you think?
He wants to marry my sister and take my family fortune. And he wants to get rid of me, so yes.
Kind of seems like more like a slap on the wrist offense. I might even try it someday to get a family fortune.
That was a slap on the wrist. Remember that.
All right. Well, demon aside, what can you tell me about Josie and her new friend?
Oh, I don't know much about Josie's friend other than it's some entity that was stuck the same as my beloved in that awful hold. Has some power.
I heard it was able to make Josie into a real girl.
Yes,
What does it mean?
she is like us now. She wasn't before. She was
But
a
she can't.
construct of some kind that Ignatius Steele willed to existence.
So she's a human?
Yes, and with all the human frailties.
So wouldn't it implore you to find said thing and just have it communicate with your demon and just grab souls from it?
This doesn't involve my beloved's plans, not that I think of. Once it does, we'll deal with it. But if it doesn't interfere, then what problem do I have?
I guess none. But what did it want from Josie?
You're going to have to ask Josie about that.
Nobody asked this?
And at this point, you see Josie and Nathaniel walking back up on deck. And the two of them are very wet. And it's starting to get cold. And Josie, you're starting to feel uncomfortable.
Oh, what is this feeling? It's so strange. Whew. My skin has all these little bumpity things on them.
A moment, Josie. Your friend.
Isaac, you're awake and not unconscious for finally since the Kraken. And she'll give him a big tack hug.
I think over Josie's hug, you just see Corinne just.
Josie, it is very good to see you. I have one question about your friend.
My gosh, your face is got pricklies, and then it's a little oily.
I suppose it has been some time since I've taken a bath. But so your friend made you into a real girl?
Yes, I'm a real girl now. I breathe and everything.
Sounds awful.
It's very strange and different, but and she goes for your face again. She's like, it's so much more like sand. It's so gritty, and then like she's just touching everything. Like the ship, it feels so grainy and like rigidy. It's a whole new world, Isaac.
What did your friend want in return for making you into a real girl?
Oh, well, he wanted to see what happened. Oh, and be set free.
Did he say how he made you into a real girl?
He gave me a soul.
What?
That's
You can
what he
just
said he did.
make souls?
I guess so. Maybe he knits them in his free time.
I don't know enough about
Maybe he had
souls.
one laying around. I don't really know.
Can you do that? You just have souls laying around?
I don't know. It was very nice.
I roll my eyes hard at Corinne. Just, So he just wanted to see what happened? That's it? That's all he wanted?
To see what happened and be set free.
What?
Yes, he was in a little bottle.
And you set him free?
Yes, just now. He said he was going to go drinking at some bars. I think he was going to sleep with some people.
And you didn't bring him on the ship?
I asked how he was going to leave because I was going to invite him onto the ship, but he said he wasn't confined to the island like we were, and then he walked away after. And then he walked away.
That's probably for the best, I suppose.
But he said he might see us again.
Let's hope not.
He was very cool.
This seems like a pretty major thing that he did, and all he wanted
He
was
was
to be set
pretty.
free.
Yes.
How pretty? On a scale of 1 through 10, like, what are we
He
talking?
was like Nathaniel level of pretty.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Did you ask him why he was put in the bottle, though?
No, I didn't think about that. I'm still getting used to this asking questions thing. But Isaac,
Yes.
guess what? So you know
What?
how I was practicing saying, but why? And
Yes.
no, but I feel like just the weight's been lifted off of me. I feel like I don't have to do everything everyone tells me to do. And especially Nathaniel and my dad.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
But
Like they could tell me to do
Sm-
something, I wouldn't
small-
feel like I had to do it.
small word of advice: do what the captain says. Just Just do that.
Okay.
I mean, you can
Can I
still
still
ask
say, but why?
sometimes.
Sometimes.
Josie, you would see a large darkening bruise kind of be highlighted, but the next bolt of lightning all on the side of Isaac's face.
Did you fall down the stairs and hit the floor with your face?
Yes, that's exactly
Oh.
what happened.
That's happened to me before too.
I'm
Wait. I need Isaac to roll me hoodwink on this because Josie isn't the only person who's standing there. So is Nathaniel and Corinne.
If it was me, you'd be fine.
Oh gosh, it's polish. All right.
I just feel like my soul jitter a little bit. Like, I feel like somebody is lying about something important.
On a 9, hold on. On a 9, I will say, Nathaniel believes you, but he's going to catch on soon that isn't exactly true. Corinne probably has the same.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is dark out. There's, a nice flash of lightning.
I'm glad you're okay. Did we get all the treasure off
We
the?
got all of the treasure and some boxes. I got you some things especially for you.
Is it booze?
No, they didn't have any of that on the island.
Shame.
I'll pull out the it's an A-shaped thing. What's the word I'm looking for?
Sextant
The sextants, the gold sextant. Here you go.
and a compass. There's a sextant and a compass.
Yeah, gold sextant and compass.
Why, this is very nice, Josie. I don't think anybody's ever given me a gift this fancy before.
I found it while I was looking for things that matched my tattoo. I have a tattoo now.
And how did you get a tattoo?
It just showed up there after I became a real girl.
What? That's not how tattoos appear.
It's an AI tattoo. It's sitting in the little boat.
Does anybody else find this weird?
And sometimes it burns. But
What?
only when touching certain things.
What?
Is Nathaniel
Issac.
there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Nathaniel's there, and you are willing to give Isaac the benefit of the doubt for a moment that the giant growing bruise on his face was because he fell and hit his face. But the longer they're talking, the more you're like, no, that's darkening. Oh, she decked him good. As you see the bruise kind of develop on his face.
Does the captain have any rings? Just like,
Yeah, there's like the imprint of one of her rings seal on his face. But yes, Nathaniel, you are there.
Okay. It's a. I don't know. I saw it glow, Isaac.
The tattoo?
Yeah.
Could we try, like, scraping it off or something? It would hurt, Josie, to mind you, but it seems pretty bad.
We're not cutting into Josie.
Just scraping the skin a little bit.
What? No.
Okay. Josie, what items does it glow hot on?
Oh, there was like these crystal weapons, and when I held them, it got different burning sensations.
Interesting.
Yeah, where's Steve? Didn't he have one?
Mm-hmm. Also, why do I feel like I'm dying in my torso cavity?
Have you been breathing?
Yes, I'm breathing. I kind of want to see how long I can not breathe, but not right now, because I just feel like I'm suddenly... It's kind of been building up for a while, like a few hours, but now I feel like someone's just scraping me with a spoon.
Oh, you're
You're
hungry.
hungry.
Is that what that feels like?
Yes.
If you wait too long, yes, that's what it feels like.
Oh, that's not fun.
Wait.
We should. Yes.
Josie, you're a real person now?
Yes.
Everyone, we have so much rum to drink.
We should try rum. We should get some food, because I'm apparently hungry, and drink. Isaac,
Food
I'll help
first.
you down the stairs so you don't hit your face on the floor again.
Josie, sometimes if you drink enough, you can forget all about the food.
I really want food right
Food
now.
first, Isaac.
You don't have to drink as much if you don't eat, though.
Yes.
It's very economical.
Could we wait until after a few weeks of Josie being a real girl before we make her puke her brains out on the deck?
I feel like it's a learning experience that everyone has to endure.
Just because you had that experience when you were 5 doesn't mean that she needs to experience it ASAP.
I am also 5. Well, technically, I got a soul yesterday, so I was born yesterday, which means yesterday is my birthday.
We'll put a pin in that.
As you turn to go and get Josie some food, standing in the door of the stairwell down to the decks, you see the captain kind of leaning against the wall. Slightly smug as she sees the growing bruise on the side of Isaac's face. And that's the moment, Nathaniel, you and Corinne are both confirmed that the captain just laid him out. And the way she looks, you're not sure if that's the only thing she did. There's that little level of smug and knowledge of what's going on. Slightly intimidating.
Yes. It's Captain sobered up a little bit and is now definitely intimidating. But it's fine. It's fine. I'll look at Nathaniel and Josie and just be like, so your little side quest is complete then?
Yes.
Great.
And now I'm hungry. Very hungry.
Also great. Then let's find some of the finest food on the ship, shall we?
Yes!
Great.
Before heading down, like, Nathaniel, you feel like a hand like on your wrist, like, Nathaniel, before we do that, I need to talk to you.
Hi, what's up, Corin?
Privately.
Oh,
Just take the stairs one at a time, Isaac. We don't want you to fall again.
Thank you, Josie.
I think I'm gonna walk behind Josie and Isaac with but just close enough to Isaac that like I could push you down these stairs, like just being menacing to be menacing. But I'll also be like, Josie, would you like to try rum?
Isaac says I should, yes!
Even before the food.
But Nathaniel says I should have food first, and I guess if the word is hungry, and I'm so hungry, I feel like I'm dying and could murder like 12 people right now.
Let's eat first.
and as they leave, like, I think Corinne and I can move, like, further away below decks.
She'll be
You-
fine.
I hope.
Yeah.
I worry now.
She'll look at Nathaniel like, you love her, don't you?
Was this apparent? I thought I was keeping it on the wraps.
I mean, it may keep the crew suspended, but I know when someone has given their heart to another, you wear it all over your face, and that you can't hide. As am I.
Do you have someone in your life?
Yes, I've had someone in my life for years.
Oh, how come we've never seen them before? Where are they? Port Royal? Havana?
You may have saw him yesterday. The man that saved your life.
Do you mean the giant bird?
No, the man that was on the deck. My beloved.
Ooh. He's not. Your beloved is. I mean, I don't think warlock, kinda. I don't think the word quite cuts it.
Yeah, well,
You're muted, Deirdre.
Intentionally.
Okay.
well, it's special. And that's what I came here to talk to you about. You're the only one who I think understands the depth of what we're in. Now that you're in love, what wouldn't you do to make sure that you were with her and that she was safe?
I would do everything.
Move heaven and earth. Push all obstacles aside. That's the kind of love I have, and I'm pretty sure it's the kind of love that you have with Josie.
Yeah.
That feeling when that being made her like us. That joy. I want that for myself, Daniel. And I'm so close.
But wasn't he on the deck? Your beloved is a person.
Yes. But imprisoned. Imprisoned by the same man that could conceivably take away your happiness. Nature's Steel.
Don't say any more. I'm in.
Excellent. Because we should have to make allies, my beloved, too. Oh, oof. Oh, yes. Yes.
I don't need arguments. I'm
Yes.
still vengeful.
Because I am not deluded that we could on our own defeat him. What I saw in that treasure pile, the artifacts, that creature that was in that other one, we are dealing with someone way beyond our abilities. And if my beloved is free, we would have enough that we could vanquish him. I would be happy. And you would be happy as well. You wouldn't have to worry about that man coming along, doing what he did, taking away Josie again. Because she may not be a construct anymore, but believe me, he still has a great, terrible amount of power over her. Real names are important. And being a creator has terrible power. So when the time comes, We've been friends for a while. You trust me enough to do what needs to be done.
If that means putting an end to Ignatius Steele, I'm ready to do anything.
Blood is power. And she will take her blade and just slide it across her palm. And she'll look at you. Some bonds will need the strength to invoke the power that is necessary. Will you?
And Nathaniel will take the blade and cut his palm and say, for Josie.
For my beloved. We'll clasp. And we have been bonded.
It stings a
And the
bit.
camera's gonna pull back on this moment of the two of them kind of in the rain, still drenched with the strikes of lightning behind them, blood mingling in their hands as it drips slowly into the deck, both of theirs onto the surface. Then, as the camera pulls back, we see something from the camera's perspective. We see a flash in lightning, and the anchor chain gives way, but no one's noticed yet. And the boat shifts, and the swallow is drifting. And you see, just as the camera pulls back even further through what looks like a spyglass to the deck of the Epee, and Captain Jacques Cousteau watching as the swallow starts to drift. He turns, and there's a tall, swarthy, olive-skinned gentleman with long black hair standing next to him, leaning kind of negligently on the helm. And he whispers, "Well, now it looks like the party's really going to start. Are you chasing? Or do you think you can stand for her defense?" And on that, we're going to end it for today.
Why is my taste in men always garbage?
Now, to be fair, he didn't do anything. I will tell you straight up, Jacques did not do anything to your anchor chain.
That crusty baguette.
We'll curse him anytime. Curse him anytime.
Well then. Things have happened. I don't know what the other players were like gesticulating about during the scene with Corinne. I'm sure everything will be fine.
It's just best. Yeah, just
the best bud.
mm-hmm.
Who
Do it for love.
hasn't-
What we do for love.
Yeah, who hasn't made a blood pact with their friends back in high school?
Me. I didn't do that. That wasn't part of my high school experience.
I actually legit did it.
I was a child of the 80s and 90s. No, AIDS crisis was a real thing, people.
Yeah, we did it over a pentagram that we had taped on the floor with masking tape. We were edgy
Satanic
goth
panic.
kids.
Hell,
No.
Anyway, on that note, enough about my backstory. Let's go around the table. Tell us where we can find you. If you have any other projects going on, if you want to plug anything in chat, go right ahead. Players, we are going to do the same order as we did the intro, so we'll begin with our navigator, the one and only, I'm not pointing right side, the one and only, the drunkard, Issac.
What an episode. Like, so much happens every episode, and I just, and the fact that this one's even shorter after that, all of that, like, now I guess I just have like an extra hour to like cry until next Saturday. I don't know. Anyway, I'm Dragon in the chat, wherever, that way somewhere, I think, and Dragon on Twitter. I don't have a whole lot going on. Like, I don't know, I just got a bunch of like IRL stuff going on, and it takes up all my time right now. except for this, because this is super fun and I love doing the show. Deirdre, Simon, Shauna, I can't remember his name. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I stand in mine of Lindy's
Alyssa.
defense.
Lindy, anyway, I think I got everybody. Deirdre, it's so much fun every week. So glad I'm here. And thank you everybody for watching in chat. And I'll catch you next Saturday.
All right, Alyssa. See, I didn't forget her name.
Yeah. See, some of us remember our friends. I guess some of us also tortured our friends a little bit this episode, so like it's fine. But I'm Xander Slamilton. Find me around on Twitter. Find me lurking here. I lurk most often. That's about all I do these days when I am not doing IRL things. That's about it. As always, it is so much fun to play with all of you. Thank you, as always.
Lindy.
Hi. That was bad things. It's gonna be up to me and Isaac. It's not gonna go well. But it'll be fun. I can't wait for next Saturday. I'm gonna be thinking about this all week. You can find me online thinking about this at Laugh Live Lindy, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, etc. I play and GM a lot of tabletop RPGs. There's stuff on my channel every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. And you can find me on other people's channels also throughout the week, like Tuesday, and then here, and then tomorrow in a couple places. Just follow on Twitter. I retweet and post what's going live when and where.
Shauna.
I'm a monster.
Nah.
Why, Shauna, why?
It's like this. But yeah, oh god, I miss it. I can't wait next week. There's so much stuff. I'm that guy. But yeah, I'm John Flying Surfs on Twitter, where you can see the art and the games I play throughout the week, including for artwork on this channel. I did the art for the Dragon Age campaign. There's Thursdays and stuff like that. And next you'll see me actually on Monday for the Crownlands on Encounter Roleplay, where we've had 2 weeks just giving the Baratheons the worst Tremaine luck, but we're coming back, and we're back with the Tremaines. I get to play Adeline again. It's probably going to be a trash fire, because that's how it is with her, so can't wait.
And last but not least, our GM, the Fates, the one person who's been making sure we get into trouble. Deirdre.
I mean, I did get gifted Stormy Seas last week.
Yeah,
I
you
needed
did.
to give you a storm and an
Yeah,
even bigger
no.
problem.
No.
But yes. And there are consequences to choices. Even choices that happened at the end of a session that might affect next session.
No.
Just things that might happen. But hey all, you know me. I'm at Georgia Dunlop on Twitter. Praxagorth Esmiophoria is you see me around on Twitch. And you can find me here, again, on Monday, playing the Contessa, because she gets to have all the fun throughout all of Venice. And then on Wednesday, over on Lindy's channel for some Witcher Wednesdays. I feel like we accomplished some things last week. I also feel like Ainfra was the best best friend. She stepped up for her bestie here and threatened the ex the most appropriate fashion with castration. I'm not worried about a giant horde of undead demon things. And banshees. I'm it'll be fine. It will be fine. No, it won't. But check my Twitter because I was post where I'm going to be, all the fun things I get to do, all the great people I get to hang out with, like all of these wonderful people. And I should say, Shauna, Delilah Baratheon remembers.
Oh no.
And but check my Twitter. I post where I'm going to be, all the fun things I get to do, all the great people I get to hang out with, and sometimes even stories that I write. Or, you know, it'll soon be lots of ranting about first-year law student stuff. It'll be great. So I'll see you next week when there will be consequences to actions.
Yes. As for me, I'm Simon at Wandering DM. You can find us back here on Monday for Castle Falkenstein, where, as promised, I have filmed myself juggling balls, and it will be up during the Falkenstein game because, well, apparently that was a thing that happened, and I made a promise, and I deliver. You can also catch us on Thursday for some more Dragon Age, Friday for Cyberpunk, Saturday again for Black Flag. We'll be giving away the dice set from Level Up Dice next week, so I'm still figuring things out, how I'm going to do it. Probably on Twitter, so you might want to follow me on there, twitter.com/wanderingdm. I would like also to thank everyone who came today. Thank you for all the subs. Thank you for the support. Thank you for just hanging out and chat and watching the game every Saturday afternoon. Thank you to all of our sponsors, Mage Press, Roll20, Found Familiar. Thank you to our partners, Level Up Dice. Check them out using the panels down below or the links in chat. On that note, we will get going. I wish you all a happy Saturday. Happy
Patreon.
weekend. I have a Patreon. Hi. We're actually going to publish on Patreon the Encounter of the Month this week, as well as our monthly workshops are going to happen next week. I'll post a preview of it on Twitter for other people to see, to kind of get an idea of what it is. But yes, check out patreon.com/wanderingdm. And you won't regret it. It's actually got a lot of cool stuff. We do a lot of nice things, and everything is basically voted for by the patrons, so I am at your service. Alright, ciao everyone. Have a good weekend. Sorry, we need to wait for like 12 seconds.